Hi everybody, this is Papa Ray and Baby, and we're at the apple barn in Woodburn, Indiana, and they've invited us to come and watch them press some cider. They've got 3 acres of ground here with over 100 apples, and we've got Baby here with me, and we got Honey Bear with me too. Yay, yay, yay. She's not sure what to make of the whole affair. But we're going to show you them making cider today. So that's what we're here for. Hope you enjoy it. This is Paul and Betty Doehrmann, and they own the apple barn. And I was wondering if you could tell us how long you've been farming apples and making cider.
Well, it's actually been a kind of a family thing. My parents started, well, they was married 65 years, so they started shortly after they were married. Planted a few apple trees, and by the time we took over in the 70s,
yeah, I would have supposed somewhere in there.
yeah, in the 70s, they had, I don't know, maybe about,
I guessed 100 trees. I don't
yeah,
know.
I don't know that quite that many, but most of 100 probably, and so we continued to plant trees and expand the orchard in hopes of making it our retirement job to give us something to do during retirement. But so now we have most of 200 trees, but the cider business has not been a big part of it. They did not press cider. My parents never did.
They had it pressed, but they didn't do it
They
themselves.
always had cider or apples pressed and then sold it, and maybe gave away more of it than they sold. You know how it goes back then. So, and but we started just in the last 6, 7, 8 years.
Pressing it ourselves.
Yeah.
Because we couldn't find anywhere to do it.
A couple good friends and us put this together. We put it together all by piecemeal and made it all by hand, and so it's a custom unit by all means, because I'm sure there's not another one exactly like it, although we patterned it after a couple we saw that was similar to this. And we've been pressing cider then ever since, and for the last past 8 years, and we use some of it ourselves, but most of it we sell to local people. Our apples and our cider all are sold right out of this barn.
We don't ship anything in.
Yeah, we don't ship any apples in. Whatever we sell what we grow, and then we're done. Some people don't understand that, because the Myers grocery store always has apples, and if you run out, there's another shipment coming in the next day. But we don't work that way. So what we grow and what the good Lord blesses us with, and that varies from year to year. We've had some really, really tough years along the way, of course, where we had very few apples. Early frosts in the spring are tough on an orchard. It can really spoil your crop in a hurry. So we do all the work ourselves. Our one son, and he has grown. But he comes and helps us some, not a lot, but some. So we do most of the work ourselves, all the pruning in the spring, which starts in January and takes a couple months to prune the trees, get them so that the sunlight can get to all the apples, and so that we can mow around them and things like that, as well as keep them short enough that we can manage them, so they don't, otherwise they'll continue to go up and gets almost like wild, to where we can't, we're not getting any younger, so we want to make sure we can reach the top apples too, of course.
Like a step ladder.
Yeah. There you go. So we have a rule, we have an 8-foot step ladder. If I can't reach them from the 8-foot step ladder, well, we have to shorten them down just a little bit. So today we're going to make some cider here. We've got, I don't know, 14 bushel or so that we're going to press here this morning.
And how many gallons do you expect to get?
Yeah, that's a good question. And it depends on the season a little bit. Every year is different, and the time of season. The early season doesn't get as near as juicy. They're much harder to press because early apples are a softer apple, and they're harder to get through the chopper. And then when you squeeze them, you don't get as much juice out of them in the early season. The later apples are much harder. Obviously, that's the ones that keep the best, for months after. And we're getting a little more juice out of them. So anywhere from 2 to 2.5 gallons per bushel is about a normal amount for apples.
Screen on there to strain it out. Yep. Catch all the seeds and stuff.
We got a screen there, and then when it goes into the loadout tank, it's a double filler up there as well.
Oh, okay.
Inside, so.
Squish that in. That's really flat.
through there.
Oh, okay. Here, let's go this way. Not as big as they used to be.
No more juice in it, is there?
What do you do with the pulp?
Just put it on, scattered on farm ground.
Fertilizer.
Yeah, fertilizer. Yeah, the deer kind of like to go through it too. and see
Oh,
what
I
they get
bet.
out of it.
Oh, that's good, yeah.
We put it on the ground so the plants can eat it and the deers come eat it too. Look at all that smushed apples.
Should run that whole bit.
Here comes the last one. Can you grab it? You can grab some. See what it feels like. Here. Yep. It is almost dry.
Really?
Yeah.
You feel? Says no. I don't want to feel.
My hand's not even sticky. It's so dry. The other way, baby.
The other way.
There you go.
See, it's filling the jug. Yeah, we'll have to hire you to help, won't we?
It's all coming out of that big bucket right there. Big silver bucket. You said there's 2 filters in it.
Yeah.
Clean it out even more. Here, get your hand on. Let her close it when it's time.
It's easy to let them run over, and it's happening. One at a time.
Just a minute. Go up to the camera. What do you got? Do you like apples? You smell it? Does it smell good?
Yeah. So we bring this one?
That one smell good too? Okay, let's go do something else. Here's Honey Bear and her mom, and you see that they make some of the apples into cinnamon apple jelly here at the Apple Barn in Woodburn, Indiana. Might stop by and try some. Want to try some too?